Uh-oh, is the Makura prophecy true? Fortitude is trying to outplay him with the Zeppelin here, but who outplays who? Very powerful as he now can go into mana burn, and he kills the MK! Both died! It is Fortitude versus Kaho. It's the best human against the best Night Elf. Last game between the two was the first time Kaho beat Fortitude on this patch. And now we'll see if Forti can get his revenge. If Forti is appreciating the way of the Dark Ranger, because last time he didn't yet. Since then, Dark Ranger is all the rage. How is Kaho playing against it? Many things that we're about to witness in this best of 5 Play-All-5. And I can tell you already that this is not a regular altar build, everybody. Fortitude alongside the Dark Lady. And there she is. Life Drain is exceptional against the Demon Hunter. Usually the Demon Hunter would just be slicing and dicing, but we're not slicing. We're draining. We are life draining. And we're militia rushing. Life had immense problems with that when he was exposed to this. Kaho tried to get the Ancient of War up faster. Cancelled already. And now good luck. At least everybody seems to be aware of the possibility. So the Ancients of War are not too far away from the mains anymore. But on this map it usually never is. You can't go off for a month with this game. It is what it is. This game is too dynamic. Everybody says that. Make sure to get your games in. I want to see you in the War 3 Champions Finals. We got $2,000 prize money already. Get your games in. Nice repair rhythm. Suck. One tower will probably come up. And that is the new power of Life Drain. But there's also archers. There's solid damage. There was a little bit of moon juice left. And now, how good is Forti in tower pushing? It's a lot of archers. Pickaxe power! Towers aren't up. The footmen are in low numbers. And it's still nighttime. Plus, he did never even use the second Ancient of War. Yep, this is a failed push, everybody. Kaho holds. Man, life. He was fighting against these pushes as if his life depends on it. No pun intended. And Kaho makes it look super easy. This also looked like the Dark Ranger arrived rather late, to be honest, in this push. Zero XP on that. Okay, a little bit of XP, but not even enough for 10%. That is not pretty. On any other map, you can Dark Ranger expand. And sealed it. Second chance, maybe with a defend and go. Kaho is playing a goddamn fine game now. Yeah, we had quite some evolution in this matchup over the past 6 weeks. From always Archmage to Archmage Mountain King to almost exclusively Mountain King to Dark Ranger. Why did the Night Elf go Evasion first? Because you heal more efficient if you don't have to restore mana as well. And Kaho, if you don't spend mana, you can get a lot of health off of Moonwells. As it is 3 times as expensive to restore mana than it is for HP. And so the Demon Hunter was always healthy. Immolation can always be good as well. But it's very, very, very expensive and costs you a lot. Now we have Defend, though. This isn't over. The second coming of Forti, it's probably his last chance. Otherwise, oh, Hunts are coming in. Super nice transition. Yeah, why not? The Panda as well. So much AoE. Excellent. There's no way. Like, usually, you're looking for Defend. Yeah, nice, I finally got a solution to archers. And then come the Bouncy Glaives. And then comes the Breath of Fire. And then there's a Demon Hunter with Slippers. And the archers are always safe and gunning down your towers. Huge fan of the Dark Ranger myself. This was not the cleanest game. 4 points surround by Kaho. Who says Night Elf can't surround? Rip the dream! And the Demon Hunter just walks away with murder like it's nothing. Still a couple of losses here. Needs, again, good moon juice. And it's the beginning of daytime. But without the Dark Ranger. She takes 30 seconds to come back. Then she takes like 20 seconds to cross the map. And that's game. Boom! Kaho slaughters Forti. That was the first Fortitude tower push that I've seen with this Dark Ranger strat. And it looked like Kaho absolutely did his homework. Oh, wait a second! We got an Ancient of War cancel. Look at that. Sneaky, sneaky peasant doing nasty, nasty things. And Forti smoothly queue into his Mountain King. That's a dream opener. This farm won't be killed until tier 3, maybe? Maybe the Ancient of War can take care of it. So, we don't creep at all. We just harass. We just harass. A steal would go a long way. But she's forced into blink? No way. Surrounded. Town portal. So about that heavy lifting. This was about as much heavy lifting as I have in my life done in a gym. 0 lifting. The only lift I do is the Apfelsaftschorle, but it's also not a great option. There's many better. Except if they want to sponsor us, then they're of course the best. So, Mountain King with a free level 2. The town portal is gone. The Warden progress is not existent. And you don't have a solution to another Stormbolt. Kinda good by Kaho to not use any spells here. You want to keep up that mana. Once again, to be able to use Moonwell sufficiently. Wouldn't call it 0 lifting, but when the Warden tried to lift, the lifts were too heavy and catapulted her back to base. I watched an Asterix movie yesterday, and I can definitely see a scene like that in such a movie. Asterix, man. Goated. The fish seller is my favorite. Goated. Kaho is trying hunts again. Which Asterix movie? I'm a blacksmith fan myself. As if I would answer a question from a blacksmith fan. We're mortal enemies. Actually don't know what it's called. Valley of the Gods or something? Or Village of the Gods? Was alright. Nothing in comparison to Asterix Conquers Rome. So, Huntress here are good because they're not that easy to take out. They bring normal damage and they bring AoE damage. Normal damage always good against footies before they got, or even if they have defend, they do regular damage towards heroes as well. They just cost a lot.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Asterix Conquers Rome live action. No. That's the one with Passierschein A38, the legendary one. The golded one. Forti has the smoothest sailing so far in this match. Warden is still so far away from 3. He got the boots already. He's controlling the Warden so well. There's a Stormbolt waiting. And a deny. But the fact that Kaho is alive here is commendable. Definitely. Mountain King gets the staff as there is no disable. Can't prevent that, and then hopefully a shop is up. Yep, and the Regent Scroll. Oh yes, the value of the Regent Scrolls, man. Few do it better than 40. And the Warden is still... Warden isn't even flirting with level 3. Of course you don't want the healing cancelled now. That's where the Huntress shine again. But there's no TP, mind you. There would have been Blink. Cow on the way to tier 3. One tier 3 timing might be problematic for 40. Except if he gets an Alchemist and heals everything up to full, so the Fan of Knives has no impact. Even less than he had before.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's a very pathetic Warden progress still. Bears will replace the hunts. 40 is leveling. Finally level 3. Oh! Did the Warden catch her? He got the Trapper at least. Wants another. Would be a nice snipe. Oh, Stormbolt against it. 40 knows what to do. Gotta be so careful now. Bash and she's dead. But the redo arrives in time. Lovely play by Kaho. Man, he's with his back against the wall, but the boy is fighting. He's still 1400 gold down. He's still 10 food down. But 40 has lumber issues, and 40 has no shredder. Look, I know things are dire, but a win is not impossible anymore for Kaho. Except if you die now. Kinda lucky that the Sasquatch. Ankh, okay, lifesaver. Feels like 40 wasn't anticipating that Ankh. Or he just doesn't care. 2 TPs in very close time. I don't think he saw that Ankh. I don't think he saw the Ankh. and he's blocked. Man, Forti. That's a couple of unnecessary events here for him. He'll still get a very, very powerful army as soon as the lumber issues are fixed, but he was burning through a lot of gold. Counter expo up. Still a little bit of a question how you deal with mass air once it's there. Both farming a lot. Forti figures this out. Big mana for the Mountain King. Goddamn powerful. Everything is poisoned though, and then eventually an invite to another Fan of Knives. If you play around the cooldowns in your mana pool well. Very tricky to make decisions now for Kaho. Needs level 5. He knows his opponent currently is weak. Oh, rally points not set. Where he leaves them behind intentionally. This is not as clean as we're used to seeing it from Forti. But as so often, Forti plays weaker in show matches than he does in tier 1 tournament. But Warden is finding her way to level 5 slowly and steady, and then we approach dangerous Fan of Knives territory. Another question then is, will he find enough XP for a panda?
A player's forces are under attack.
Since it's coming up in chat, these games were played 3-ish hours ago. But thanks to the wonderful War 3 Champions homepage and Flow TV service, we can cast them as if they're live. Okay, engage! Does not only say Captain Picard, but also Kaho, apparently. Captain Kaho. Double big mana potion. Holy! Level 5 is up, solid damage done, but Fortitude was so rich and is very rich that he got double heal scroll as well. Like, the items are fantastic. We have a little bit of a beeline here. Warden alone oftentimes doesn't seem to be enough. Forcing a third town portal though. That's 1,000 Warcraft dollars alone on town portals. But we're kind of maxed out at 80. We're maxing out upgrades. Solo Warden worries me.
A player's forces are under attack.
This shouldn't, like, this game should have been over like 10 minutes ago. But Forti wants to make sure he gets every advantage in the book. Goes up to 80 as well. It's a lot of Dryads, which can't be touched by Griffins, but Forti made the right assessment and went heavier on Dragonhawks, up to 7. He tried to play Mortar teams before, which I wasn't necessarily a fan of. And it seems like he has stopped that as well. Maybe the game was overall a bit too expensive for him to try that transition. And it's hard to... But you gotta respect the poison. What's Kaho doing? Trying to go into crows? That'd be a long, long way. He had some sick games where he played like 12 crows and started owning. Oh, 40 sees it. Should have seen it. Yep. Rip the crow dream. Kaho does have 1,000 gold. 40 murders his poor peasant. They're trying to flee. Not allowed. Ruthless. Little bit of Dragonhawk lame. You gotta be careful to not get caught by too many fans of knives. Time bought well. 40 isn't going into upkeep. I like that choice. He doesn't have a shredder though, but most upgrades are done anyway. He won't need too much lumber. Kaho is getting problematic. He has 4 lumber wisps left. But he doesn't have the Dragonhawks in this fight. Bear dead. Trying to reach level 3 alchemist. So powerful. And that's the TP. If he could get the Blood Mage or the Griffin, that would have been nice, but not allowed. Very cool. But yeah, again, this was an Ancient of War cancel early on. This was a pathetic Warden that lost the town portal pretty much instantly. This game should be even more one-sided. I mean, we do have double big mana potion for heal scrolls. This is very one-sided still. I like the addition of a panda with the Drunken Haze. Uh-oh. Lucky that it's only one Dragonhawk.
A player's forces are under attack.
Warden far away from level 6, but I don't think level 6 will win games here against Mass Air. It's still a super strong ult, but it's not as game winning as it is against ground. Panda needs these levels. Oh, does he need these levels big time. But 40 has heal spray level 2, 4 heal scrolls. How are you supposed to do the necessary damage? Warden forced in an invuln. Aggressive TP. The crows aren't ready yet. He got the upgrade. Mountain King in trouble in the middle of it all. Heal scroll number 1 and only 1 on Kaho's side. This looks dire. Level 3 though. Mountain King has no town portal this time, but staffs out before it, or gets staffed out before it dies. Only 2 heal scrolls remaining. No way is he winning this. Are you effing kidding me? Needs mana now. Fortitude still has the big 2 mana potions. We get more Dryads here, and this is way more compatible than expected. Kaho also has 2,000 gold. What is happening? The fact that Kaho is alive is a miracle. Miracle. What the hell, man? This game was impossible to win. Teco.
Players' forces are under attack.
That's crazy. Double orb up as well. And the fact that Forti allows both red spots to go to this super late panda is clearly a mistake. Metal bongos. Not bad. Panda's hurt though. If that panda gets a hammer to the face, it's on cooldown now. A portal to the main to heal. A little bit more time. Even food. Cow invested a lot. We still don't have crows. He invested into it, but he never used them. It's probably too many Dragonhawks at this stage. It's so hard to deal with, even though they only do tickle damage. Dude, this level 4 panda is a problem now. I never thought he'd get meaningful levels, but he obviously did. Double mana pot. This game blows my mind. If Kaho wins this blows my effing mind. No transition.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh my god, the main base is empty and we're pushing. 4-4-3 heroes kinda nice. The fan, not too great. 21,000 damage on the Warden. That's a lot of peasants though. That could be a lot of spirits. Oh my god. Going for the Mountain King again. Drunken Ace Breath of Fire kills. No way. The Mountain King is dead. Staff was ready. Heal Scroll as well. Mana pot ragged. And Warden is level 6 with all these peasants on the ground. That's 1,000,000 spirits. Gotta say though that a lot of Dryads disappeared as well. Alchemist needs to be saved. There is a potion. Any chance for an Alchemist kill? Is rough, man. Panda level 5. Not too much damage to be precise. Can the spirits turn this? No! No way, dude! That was the ultimate comeback by Kaho. The early game literally couldn't go any worse. AOW cancelled. Warden tries to find a way out, looking for and harass. Gets a Stormbolt to the face and surrounded immediately. So that you have to use your town portal and creep without an Ancient of War in position. The progress on that Warden was not there for such a long time. While we load into game 2, shout out to the sponsor of this month, Opera GX, the browser built for gamers. If you're playing yourself, you don't want your browser to clog up all the resources for your CPU and RAM or your network. Opera GX takes care that that doesn't happen. If that sounds appealing to you, you can find the link to the browser, our affiliate link to the browser, in the description. Thank you very much for the attention, and off to the next game. Warden vs. Mountain King again. And this time, he can even Ancient of War creep. What can go wrong? What can go freaking wrong? Good call also to go hunts, I think. Good transition.
Players' forces are under attack.
I cannot watch on my PS5. Have you changed the streaming format for consoles? Genetic, I'm just sending out one signal and one signal only. I didn't change shit. That would be horror if I had to deal with things for every possible device. Neo, I can't watch on my BlackBerry anymore. Did you change BlackBerry setting? No.
A player's forces
Nope,
are
that
under
wasn't
attack.
me, Mr. Tunetic. I hope things recover for you. Warden on the way to 3. With the classic colorful double creep. And 40 will expand here again, but everything is so much more competitive than game 1. Game 2. Link dodge. Sexy. Oh man, first such a pog play and then she walks into a corner. Requires a bit of mana to get out, but that's not the end of the world, is it? Such an obnoxious way, man. Whee! She can hide again. This is so nasty. This is so annoying. And there's mana again for a blink. Get out!
A player's forces are under attack.
Any chance you can release these casts as VCR? We only do laser disc, sorry. We do have summaries for a dia projector, if that helps you. But that's all we can do. And what can 40 do, man? This expo is severely delayed. One more fan. One more kill. Oh, snap. How much damage is done on the other side? Pretty much zilch, right? Release the audio tape for Walkman. Release the audio on tape for the Walkman users. We only do vinyl. We only do vinyl. The rewinding is too annoying. And then you need a pen all the time if the tape gets loose, etc. Nah, it's vinyl only. Mountain King sharking around trying to delay level 3.
Town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
And he gets it done with some parallel creeping. Finally some pressure on that warden. So far she's doing whatever she wants. Oh, would that Mountain King like to have a gem of truth hide. But 40's win condition is on. The expansion is running. He needs time though. Very cool dynamic in this matchup nowadays, I feel. Timing windows are opening and closing very rapidly.
A player's forces are under attack.
The pen trick, oh yes. We got the audience, man. In our audience, 90% still know the pen trick. Any other esports? Forget about it. Well, the Brood War people probably have their music engraved in stones, but apart from that, there is a lot of back and forth. There's some skirmishes, but nothing game deciding here. They're just putting each other on hold. Just slowing each other down.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's a long tech tree still for Fortitude. And Warden is close to 4. With level 4, Blink is pretty much free. Elfmas Expo, no. At some point, it is to be advised. Boom, there it is. But you need a lot of things. You need a second hero. You need tier 3. You need orbs. You need to level the Warden to 5. You need to slow Forti down. It's all not that easy, but Kaho playing it damn fine. And he has such a great read! Almost an item here. Ruined Braces would have been fantastic. Thank you for the emoji, Mr. Buttcrumbs. Thank you for the support. And finally tier 3 is on the way. 2 more minutes.
A player's forces are under attack.
Whee! Did he get him? Kaho got the trapper. Uh-oh. Is the Makura prophecy true? Fortitude is trying to outplay him with the Zeppelin here, but who outplays who? With the blink, you can always react. This Zeppelin in dire straits. You might replace the Zeppelin. Or you push. Where's the rest of the army? Band! Thank you for the 46. Is Forti displaying one of his legendary timings? Close. Where are the wisps? We need repair wisps, or do we not? We do not. Amazing defense. Dude, Forti gets smacked around the bushes here tonight. Or whatever you say. Dude, this Kaho is scary. And he precisely got her to level 5. Comes in with the panda. Drunken haste, so the creeps are missing if you want to continue. Has instant value against air. And the air isn't even there. Boom, panda level 2. Steals XP from the Blood Mage who got nothing! That's just crazy micro! What the hell is going on? Before their last showmatch, Forti was 5-0. Kaho couldn't beat him ever. I gotta say, I'm a bit speechless to how well Kaho is playing. But it's of course not over. We do get the Dragon Hawks. We do get no Alchemist this time. Which is maybe problematic. Blood Mage second.
Player's forces are under attack.
Panda 3. Again, Kaho finds the way to level 3. He's just sprinting, man. As if he has a shortcut in leveling. And I'm gonna eat my words so hard, man. I was so sure that the Warden's dead against human. But I love to be wrong when I just see the Warden played with so much skill. Was the staff ready? Unnecessary.
A player's forces are under attack.
Kaho's bullying him at this point, isn't he? Forti still has a sick 80 food timing. He's still got like 500, 600 gold. And you always got to be ready for the storm bolts. Bash, Bolt, Panda, has an Ankh, just found the Ankh. Similar to what happened at Autumn Leaves when Fortitude was going for the Warden and she had an Ankh. Breath of Fire, this is not a scary army yet. Spin to win, there's probably 2 more units. Level 4 Shredder is in the mix. Does he... Oh, the creeps with the last hit! Storm Reaver Hermit MVP. And Forti is fighting without a Blood Mage. Coming in now. No heal scroll, no invuln. There's another Stormbolt with the Warden's name on it in 5. Wand of Mana stealing! Oh no! And with that, he just melts him! See, when we talk about how a Wand of Mana stealing can be very situational, this was a prime example for a meaningful Wand of Mana stealing. Perfection, deals the mana for the fan, has the Breath of Fire ready, sinks them up, melts the Mountain King. Seems like Kaho is expecting, or at least respecting, the possibility of a Dark Ranger. Warden is really not too great against her, I'd say. Demon Hunter universally good. Is something wrong with Archmage? No, he is just the 3rd best option at the moment.
A player's forces are under attack.
And I think Mountain King can be insanely powerful. We just haven't seen it today. Mountain King was wiping floors with Night Elf armies. We've seen very, very, very fast games on this map, by the way, when a Demon Hunter with Immolation is going towards exactly that creep spot. And he has claws, and he has a circlet, and he hasn't selected a spell yet. How much damage against the workers here? And maybe some mercs. Stormbolt, he's still burning. Sweet surround, but it is, of course, a lot of damage. First worker down. Detonate doesn't stop the Stormbolt, but the Town Portal does. The Shadow Priest has a lot of healing to do, and this Town Portal forces Forti immediately into a shop. Seems like Demon Hunter isn't done here yet. Hi, Octane! But since there's no mana, there's also not much danger. When workers fall, expansions get delayed. You can't get Bash surrounded here, though. Demon Hunter's a beast. Is he strong enough? Far away from a Stormbolt that takes a long time. Runs down the Shadow Priest and gets level 2. Very powerful as he now can go into Mana Burn. And he kills the MK. Both die. Jesus, what a slaughter on Lost Refuge. Who's this better for? Well, Kaho is Tekken and Forti is clearly not expanding. I got a favorite here. Bro, Kaho is a loose cannon. And he runs into the workers. Mountain King is back as... He has some value here with Bash. Kaho, of course, got a huge chunk of XP. These archers and the berserker, they're like shepherd dogs. Haha, red spot, rip footies. I have rarely seen Fortitude getting demolished like this. Completely demolished. Since the mercenary camp fight. And then he did. Dude, he plays such a flawless game and he starts a creep spot and he denies. Mamma mia, Kaho. Anyway, since the fight mercenary camp fight, things go sideways here. It's midnight in China. Maybe he's tired. That's very, very possible, but that doesn't really matter because the game was played 4 hours ago. Also, we're gamers, dude. What's midnight to us? Midnight is the time for the second breakfast. Naga and go. He starts the expo 6 minutes in. It's so late. You want to tech at this point.
The player's forces are under attack.
Quite some surround attempts. And it's working. Okay, Forti. Maybe it's time for a comeback on your side. Demon Hunter doesn't have a town. Mountain King doesn't have a town portal. He got invisible. Mountain King wrecked again. He almost saved the Naga too. Surround. Demon Hunter also doesn't have a town portal, but there's so much damage. He's invincible. He's invincible. He gets healed from the Shadow Priest. The Bursey is, of course, firing away. Dude, Forti, is he practicing for a StarCraft tournament this game? At least he's mining, I guess. How late is this tech? It could be a flaw by Kaho to not tech tier 3 but going very aggro. Hello, Muddy. Kaho's playstyle is insane. A bit like drunken style boxing in this series right now. Or whatever it's called.
The player's forces are under attack.
One Tekken character has that. Mega aggro. Onto the Mountain King again. Hero focus, hero focus, hero focus. Can't get the creep spot, man. Also not interested in the bounty of the Magi. He only wants the Footman dead. And he killed 2 already at the red spot. He's killing 2 more, 3 more. Only the creeps can beat Kaho. Even against that. He out micros the creeps so beautifully. You gotta feel like you're 3 meters tall.
A player's forces are under attack.
Rip, Muddy. You had no influence in this world. This will be on your tombstone. Muddy. Useless. We're almost 10 minutes in and this is your tech. Still? Tier 3 is only finishing now. It's also a bit later. Okay, I was trying to look for a silver lining, okay? I was trying to do the caster thing. Explaining how there is a way back. And then there was no way back. Kaho 4-0. Not even remotely close. No, it's a Warden, it's a Mountain King. I guess for Forti, it's more or less about figuring out mistakes. And trying to refine some timings. Good to see the appreciation for Kaho in the chat. He deserved it today. Gotta be careful of a Warden splits the peasant. But she busy here. Big invo potion for the Mountain King can be a lifesaver this series, I guess. Got the favorite Wind of Mana stealing again. Haven't seen a single Shadow Strike build. But maybe that's not necessary. 40. Not going for an instant expansion this time, rather for harass. Interesting approach. Walking across a big map. And now... Oh, no blink. Not necessary, I guess. Not worth it, I guess. If you can take the Shadow Priest out again as you did in map 1 before this one, that'd be great. And she's spinning around. Round, round, baby, round, round. Did Neo get the colors wrong? No. This is it. This is officially it. Oh, it's a Mountain King tower push. The Starbuck tower push. Oh, that's interesting now. I thought it's no tower push, but it is a tower push. It's just not a Dark Ranger tower push. Well, well, well. That's a bit tricky now, isn't it? Wind of Mana stealing used already. Little bit of damage done, but not much. Mountain King out of mana, but got bash. On the other side, we get another Shadow Priest here. And Kaho is creeping at the same time. That was not an ideal moment to start the creep spot. One Warden to rule them all. Behind her, there's not much.
A player's forces are under attack.
Man, I'm so happy we casted this show match after the M Cup, which was already amazing in itself. Warden level 3, it's nighttime. Kaho was rather conservative with the mana. Can he hold till tier 2, get some mercs and a panda, and own? This is a new layer of difficulty. The Arcane Tower is up, but the Ancient is in position. So much piercing damage. And the Warden's just spinning away. Never exposing her too much. It's a lot of damage already and now repair cost on top of that as well. Warden spinning around. But that was mana. That was the last bit of mana. She's only a right clicker now. If the Arcane goes down though, so much freedom for Kaho. Where's the pressure now? Well, there's another. There's another Arcane and this Ancient of War can't be held. The Huntress Hole by Kaho was unfortunately a little bit late. Shadow Priest dead. Warden surrounded. She held on to the town portal, still trying to fight out. And she is actually fighting out. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Kaho Ridge. Waiting for a second hero. Waiting for a shop. That's it. 5-0. 5-0. I cannot believe that I say Kaho completely trampled on Fortitude in a show match. Doesn't matter if Dark Ranger tower push, Mountain King expansions, mass air, huge level leads, Mountain King tower pushes, nothing was enough. A batshit crazy aggressive style, lots of fighting spirit, and phenomenal decision making.